You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, hey, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Ka'imi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. They're on 26-yard line.
Ready? You ready?
51 to Mike.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Kill.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ready. Yellow lady. Hey, come on now. Wait a second.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Ready.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they get out short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
132 fighter. Back.
Ginn has it complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Watson. This is caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. This is Miller, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
No one attempted or made more field goals in Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know it's a cliche, but he's a Stanford kid, so his ability to read and diagnose and make a play, you kind of figure he's got that, and he does. Nice play by Justin Reed getting near the line of scrimmage and making the tackle. But he can play the deep ball as well. Patrol center field. I just love all of his skill attributes. And when you really need him, he can jump into the slot and cover guys as well.
Mike, we're good. I'm full, ready.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And Ginn's got it. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the 36, Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Twisting away. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here, taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
41's the mic, 41's the mic. Check, check, check 41. Hey, watch the ball. Bravo. 41 mic, 41 mic. Rip right, rip right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
A 60-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too...
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 75 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 58 yards.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. I'm on. Here we go. Tight right. 3 down.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Room here to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Yellow waiting. What's the run? They're running it. Check. Hey, kill. Check the hot read. Here we go, 21.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Yeah, let's get second.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. So we are at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 75 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Opposite.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-point drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
I can't believe they even let you play. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans push further out in front. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him.
Now Breeze lost the football, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Breeze now. And that will be incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. On first down, Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DJ Reader able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now to throw. This is caught by Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Watson going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 60 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Where's that? 19. 56. Let's go, D. Big series right now.
A first down carry now for Miller. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2nd and 5 now. Watson, flush to his right. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The Saints on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Texans, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?